evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Rabbit Trail Podcast. We are back in the studio once again for a very special episode. No clue which one it is. That's when I turn it over to my co-host, Christopher. What episode is it?
We've got a running theme here the past few episodes.
What's
episode
that?
95. You dishing it off to me when you run out of words, a.k.a. don't know what the episode is that we're actually on.
I never run out of words. Sometimes I just pause.
Well, we found out you ran out of words a whole lot when you tried to do the podcast by yourself.
Yeah, well,
last week.
Everybody has their moments where, you know, they're not as strong as someone would want them to believe.
A question from
Yes.
the producer. What happens if someone's listening to this in the morning?
Yeah, you did say good evening.
We'll do an intro. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the podcast.
See,
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the podcast. Is
Top of the evening to you.
Does that cover everything there, producer?
I think so. We
Okay, we're
covered
good.
all the genres of
Yeah.
the day.
Genres?
no, there's like mid-morning, late afternoon, early evening.
What if you're... I'm going to guess a time and see if somebody's listening to it at this time, okay? You may be looking at the clock and it is 8:47
Or
in the a.m.
Or 9:65. Dang it.
What?
9:56.
Did you actually-
9:56 was queued up and 65 came out. Okay.
9:56.
And that, yeah, okay. I promise
All right.
you, I'm not that dumb.
Wait, 9:65 would be just
That would be
10...
10:06.
10:06.
No, sorry, 10:05. My bad. Randall, 10:05.
No, 10:09.
10:05.
That's 10:05.
Wait, 9:65. No, the 60 plus 5. It's a minute, which gets you to 10. Hour 10. Wait, 9:65. 9:65. I do not care at all right now, actually. I do not know why I'm trying to figure that out. Welcome into the podcast, everyone. Episode 95. Got a good lineup in front of you, full of lots of exciting things. We got the producer, Jordan, to my right.
How's it going, folks?
Got Randall across from me, who gave you that wonderful intro.
How you doing?
Let us know what time of day you're listening to this
Or
podcast
don't.
at.
I really could care less.
Yeah, either way.
I wonder if people listen to it like first thing in the morning or in the afternoon or
What time?
evening.
What time actually does it come out?
You don't know that.
I know it's around 6 or 7 a.m. Mondays,
So,
but what exactly?
what episode number are we on?
Like,
95?
is it 9 minutes past the top of the hour?
Does
we've
it
been-
vary?
Let's see. We are
Do you have
in
an automatic upload?
April of 2023. Been doing this podcast for about 4 years now.
Over 4
And
years.
Jordan just asked me the question, when does our podcast release?
I know it's Mondays between the hour of 6 and 7.
Is
It's actually 5:59.
I now know that it's at 5:59 on Monday
Are you
morning.
serious?
No, it's at 6 a.m. But
I thought so.
just because he said what he did. But actually, this one's going to release 5:59 a.m.
All right, bad.
Why not?
So you can
9 minutes
schedule when
past
it's
the top of the
uploaded.
hour.
But the problem is, what'd you both just say? Randall, try to make sense of that for me.
So the podcast gets uploaded Monday mornings. I don't know what you just said.
9 or you go 9 seconds past the top of the hour.
Top of what hour?
Yeah, what hour are you talking about?
Moving on.
So confused.
Okay. Actually, Randall, talking about time, I want to
right.
ask you something.
Yeah.
If you go to work at 8, okay, wait.
Oh,
He got it now.
nice.
Yeah, okay. If someone goes to work at 8 a.m., okay, and they
Yeah.
work in 8 to 10.
Jaden's broke.
Shut up.
What?
No. If someone
Have
works,
you ever seen that reel?
Oh, no.
It's like teacher was, I guess, gave her child a math problem. It's like, what's 2 pennies plus a nickel plus a dime? How much money does Jaden have? Jaden broke.
Kid's not wrong.
I had a conversation with my girlfriend recently and found out she keeps time very oddly.
Keeps time. Oh, is it like the 100?
Like track of time or what?
Yeah, so like if she works in 8 to 10, she would say like she worked the hours.
2 hours.
No, it's not about that. I'm trying to recap in my head because like you start at 8, okay?
Right.
She
So
wor-
she would
she
say she
works-
worked the hours 8 and 9.
So she works on military time?
Instead,
Do
wait,
like
what do you say?
2,100 hours?
No,
Stuff like
no.
that?
Are you saying 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.?
So like I work a 9 to 5. Sorry,
I was gonna
like
say
a standard. Like I have
5 to 9,
Like that's the
uh-huh.
time I have to be at the office.
Yeah.
Okay, so I work a 9 to 5. It's 8 hours, very normal. Okay,
Yeah.
I would say I work a 9 to 5. The way she keeps time is that she works a 9 to 4 because she works the hours 9 through 4. 4 being the entire hour of 4, meaning it's the same difference. It's just a weird way to keep time. Now, she has said she doesn't like say this to other people because it's not the normal way to say it. But when she thinks about time in her head, That's what she automatically thinks of.
That is,
the hours she has worked of, not like till she's worked 2. You know what I mean?
is she late for a lot of things?
I don't know. She's fairly punctual to me, for me at least. You know,
For you?
yeah, for me. Can't
Everything
speak for other
else
people.
late shows up for you.
I really can't speak for other people.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I thought that
That's
was really,
very, very strange way of keeping time.
yeah. I thought that was kind of odd, but I don't know. It does kind of make sense though, because you say you work at 9. Well, no, a 9 to 4.
Not,
Well, no, because then it's like you're getting off at 4. I don't know. It's confusing. I'm just
I
throwing it out
don't
there.
know. That's weird.
It is kind of interesting. Randall, how was your week?
It was good.
Give us the update.
We had tornadoes.
We
That
did.
was fun.
Yes, we did.
Multiple of them. Sitting in my house, watching trees blow away, watching literally what's the measurement? Squares of shingles coming off our
Squares of shingles.
yeah
Okay.
coming off our barn. Yeah,
Did you have any cows
was out
blow
of
away?
power. No, never lost a cow. Lost power for many hours.
Same.
Yeah, it was annoying. It was very annoying.
It was actually a very, very intense storm. But it only lasted,
It lasted like 5 minutes.
which is an average amount of time. But it was.
But man, that 5 minutes was memorable.
It was horrible. Let's just be real here.
Yeah.
It sucked. But if you did have problems with the tornado, leave us a 5-star review and let us know the problems that happened with you. We lost power for, almost a whole day. That sucked. Wasn't able to shower.
which is
clean up.
easily the longest we've ever lost power.
Yeah. We don't lose
literally-
power often.
I can
We're at-
count.
on the verge of telling people where you live. For living where you live, you guys don't lose power a lot, which is
Never.
no. I'm just saying, like you would think that you'd lose the power.
We do.
very
On the
often.
verge of telling people where we live.
We're practically
where you
the-
live is a place where you don't lose power a lot. Okay, so we
It's
don't
very
live
rural.
We don't live in like
rural.
Okay.
Oh my.
Yeah, we live in a very rural place.
Like
Yes.
Rural.
You're saying like RULE.
That's what he is saying.
RULE?
Rural.
No, we practically live on the Yellowstone back here, boys.
Yeah.
There's not a lot going on back here.
Take the horses out every day.
No, you don't.
Fist fights at the bar.
You don't
or
have horses.
Saloon. My bad.
You would never own a horse. There's no way. You
Oh,
own a
absolutely
horse.
not. Horses are for the birds.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're just
Very-
not for me.
Yeah.
But for our employees, they have horses.
Say
Our
what?
old guard, Rip out front.
Oh yeah, Rip. Don't act like you're on the Yellowstone.
We started the Yellowstone.
Oh my goodness.
Not. So I survived a tornado. That was pretty cool. Yeah, the weekend was actually very stressful, very hectic.
Really?
But, yeah, it was very, very.
Dang, tell me about it. What's up?
So basically, everyone was out of power. Me, our place, my parents.
My place and parents and I.
my-
Nice.
I knew you would hate
I
that
Very
so
nice.
much.
stab you in the neck with a pen.
You would too.
I kind of like to see that.
All right.
Me too, actually. Although I probably wouldn't be able to actually watch it happen.
Bunch of us were out of power, and my parents were actually out of town. My brother and sister came and stayed. What?
Can I take a guess?
What?
You had to clean up everyone else's stuff because you were the only one that wasn't out of town.
Kinda. I was the only one. I had like get all the generators running and
So
the
freezers.
freezers
stuff.
going.
Yep.
Did we just say freezers at the same time?
That was
Did you say
very
freezers?
appropriate.
I said freezers. Exact same time.
Get everything
Okay.
working, and yeah, it was just
Still
a lot of work, and it was a Saturday. It was like one of my very few Saturdays where
Yes.
I didn't have anything going. I
Same.
had to do chores, and then I was done. Me and my wife were planning to go on a
My
date.
wife and I?
My wife and I.
I will slap both of you in the face.
Cool.
Stop it. Me and my wife, we're gonna go on a date.
So you admit that in order, your name is said before your wife.
Yes,
Okay. Hey, you do you, boss.
I just said it.
Okay. Cool.
Me and my wife, we had a date planned, but that went by the way of all things. It was cool though.
You had a
brother
date
and sister-
Saturday?
Well, it got canceled because
Oh.
we got a lot of things to do. Wait, did we have a date planned? I forget. But anyway,
She's going to murder you.
yeah, probably. Oh well, it wouldn't be the first time she tried.
Couldn't reach you or what?
I was unavailable. But other than that, it was fine. How was your
What?
guys' weekend? How was your guys' week?
You were what?
I was unavailable.
Unavailable
for
for,
murdering.
murder.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say. If I ever get held up at a store, I'm actually unavailable at the moment.
Guys, I am like so busy right now. I'm gonna have to let me pick this up.
Guys, look, I know you're trying to rob me, but I just don't have time.
He just points a gun at you, like blocked. I block you. Okay, my week was good. Did a lot of things, worked a lot, and I actually found out that my very, very awesome pastor would love to be a storm chaser, right in the heart of a tornado. So,
Storm chaser.
You know, I could see him doing that.
I was like, that's
What do you do when
cool.
you catch one? Put it on a leash, take it home?
Something like that, I guess. I don't know, but I'm not even gonna give you props for that because we're still warming up.
Yeah,
Some of those guys are crazy though. They'll just hang out right outside of a tornado, just watching this twister come through, and they're just so chill.
Yeah.
The way that he made it sound is that it's actually much more difficult than people would think to like be on that side of a storm and like find it at the right time so you can do whatever storm chasers do.
Oh yeah,
because
sure. We'll think about it.
Like a lot of things, it only lasts for a short period of time,
Yeah.
and then it's gone, just like that.
And it's like there's so many acres, so many thousands of miles of land. Like try to predict where a tornado is going to touch down.
And if you could be near a road.
Exactly. And so an average tornado touches down for what, 2-3 minutes? Like you have to be a minute away. How is that possible?
Right. Well, I think it's probably. I mean, there's probably a lot of predictions that go into that. I mean, if they know that there's a tornado happening, surely with the technology,
I assume you would probably hang out around trailer parks.
They love to touch.
That's where they find their sweet spot. That is a tornado's.
Yeah, rumor has it.
Yeah, sweet spot.
Yeah. Anyway,
Jordan, how was your week?
Good talk.
It was good.
Okay.
No further press release at this time.
Are you scared to
I've
talk?
honestly got nothing.
Are you shut down for the week?
Worked. Yeah, that's it. I'm shut down.
Are you emotionally unavailable?
Kind of. I'm semi-actually checked out.
Wow, what's wrong?
I don't know. There's a lot going on right now. I'm just kind of tired. I don't know how else to say it.
I'm sorry.
Well, they're there, bro. I feel it.
What is happening?
I just want to take this time to say, I think there is one of the most stupid, idiotic, dumb things anyone could ever say, and it literally just came right out of my mouth, and I did not think about it, and I kind of don't like myself right now.
Oh my god.
Who's there? They're there? Who's there? Because if they're there, why are you saying there to whoever's there when you could just say, because put a name there. Jordan's there. Yeah, he's there. He's standing right in front of us. Okay? We see him. We know he's there. They're there. No, get out of here with that. Honestly, man.
What happened?
I said it so unintentionally.
Do you really hate it that much?
Think about it. I didn't hate it till I thought about it. And I was like, wow, that is dumb.
They're there?
They're there. What are you petting a cat? They're there. No.
Hold on.
I
don't know. I just didn't have a problem with it. And I have a problem with lots of words.
Dude, they're there.
How do you feel about now?
No. I don't know why that just raised so many emotions in myself, but I think that has to be one of the dumbest American sentences that has ever been created.
Something just majorly hit a nerve.
Oh, it did. Because I don't.
Can you sit back down?
No, I'm standing for the rest of the episode now.
Okay.
Interjection, there, conveys comfort, used to calm somebody or urge someone to relax, especially when a person is crying. There.
I wasn't crying. I was happy, but, just stating how I felt. And you hit me with a quick there.
If I'm ever tearing up or crying and someone hits me with a there.
Or a now.
I will hit them with a 1-2. Honestly, that's...
Wouldn't it be a 1-1?
I just cannot believe people actually say that and mean it.
There, Chris.
Bro, stop. Dude. Randall? Hey,
we say if someone's leaving, we say bye-bye.
No.
True.
I do not say that. I think bye-bye or bye-bye. First of all, if you're going to say it, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
But not bye-bye. Bye-bye now. That's such an entitled white girl thing to say. Okay. Hey, bye-bye.
All right. There, Chris.
Randall.
So when he says your wife and I, You hit him with a quick.
There.
No.
Hit him with a there.
You know what also has really ticked me off this week? Like,
I
made
feel
me
like you have a
so
lot of
frustrated.
banger.
I haven't
Some
spent
bad customers this last week.
No. It's been a great week work wise. Honestly, a great week overall. I have spent more time on YouTube the past week than I have in like the past few weeks before.
At work.
Just a little bit more.
Yep, that checks.
And
probably.
I just want to say right now, YouTube, I hope you're listening to this. I know you're listening to this. All those executives at YouTube, they definitely check us out. Can we stop with the 2 15-second ads
Yes.
every freaking
it is
video?
so fast.
Like they used it for a short term, they did like the 1 30-second video. And then they realized, oh, it's too long. So then they do 1 15-second video that's the shortest one that they can do, or no, the longest that they can do without having a skip button. Sorry, without having a skip button. Wow, I made that really more confusing than it had to be. And then they're like, how do we get more money? Mm-hmm. You add 2 unskippable 15-second ads, and then you promote YouTube Premium or whatever it is to get everyone off their backs, which I have owned, by the way. And you realize how convenient it is not to watch ads, but I will not pay YouTube a dime, although I'm getting them money, but just by being on their
Is
app.
YouTube Premium worth it?
It's overpriced, in my opinion, because it comes with things I don't use. The only thing I like about YouTube Premium is the ability to download a few videos. Yeah. If I'm like going on a flight, it's kind of cool. You can still watch YouTube.
Do we know
on a
what the
plane.
current price is?
And I'm pretty sure it's around $14.99 a month.
Whoa.
And I'm like,
terrible.
It's not like unaffordable. It's just like a subscription that you're paying, hundreds of dollars a year for.
It's just another subscription, though. Dude, after a while, you can be paying a couple $100 a month in subscriptions.
Yes.
I was thinking about that the other day.
It's crazy.
People need to check themselves.
If you're not careful.
And then you have the apps that say help with your subscriptions, and you pay them to help you with your subscriptions.
I know, it's hilarious. But like you can spend like
wow.
So say you have a TV provider, which is normally depends on anywhere from probably the low end 50 a month, low end.
Which mine was 50.
I know, mine too.
That's why he said low
But
end.
probably like 50 to 75, maybe even 100, 125. So let's just say 100
per
an
month?
average. Yeah, per month. Right?
I need to talk to your provider.
No, okay. I'm saying per average. I'm saying
an average. Average
not
is
yours. I'm saying
Still
average.
need to talk to your provider.
Average across the board. So say $100 a month just for a TV provider,
that's fair.
DirecTV or whatever. Yeah. And then you're paying for Netflix, Hulu. Mm-hmm. All those are like up to 20 couple bucks a month, right? So let's say you just have 3 of them. Okay. Let's say you have Netflix, Disney Plus, and Amazon Prime.
Okay. Yep.
Which are all up to what, $20 a month, right?
I honestly am unaware. I don't own any of those, but I would say let's go on an average. I want to say in between 15 and 20, just because I feel like some are under and some are maybe right around 20.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's definitely some of those that are like 14.
Let's go 15 a month.
Okay, 15 a month.
For those 3.
Okay.
So you're $45
Yeah.
for those. And then you have Spotify, at least.
Sure. Which if you're not on a family plan, it's $12 a month or something.
So go $12 a month.
Or $10 a month. I'll go 12.
Go 12. So you have Spotify. And then you're going to have at least one more, like whether it be Onyx or
Odyssey Premium.
Odyssey Premium.
It's like
Audible.
Audible's a good one.
Audible's a good one.
That's
$10, $12 a month. Or I think it might be 15
CBS
for Audible.
Or what's the other one? But it's formerly CBS, I believe. Oh, I can't think of what it is.
Audible is $15 a month.
So yeah, Audible.
Let's add that up.
So say that's it. That's not it, because I know some people that have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, HBO,
NBC.
Paramount, all of them.
Are you ready to get your yearly or your annual
what is
fee on that?
Okay, so just that. So you have the TV provider. You have 3 streaming platforms. You have your Spotify, and you have your Audible.
Right.
So just 5 plus your that. What is that per month?
Per month, you're at $74.
$74.
$74 a month.
That's not counting the TV provider.
Oh no, that was just your subscriptions.
So that's 174, dude. 174.
Okay, make this whole thing 200.
No, that's too easy math.
174 times 12.
$2,088
Oh my
annually.
goodness.
I think TV alone is overpriced, and that's why you have all these independent providers like trying to push their subscriptions on you, which makes a lot of sense. It's a great way to get money.
There's a couple ways of looking at this. If you spend, like, if I didn't have TV, I would go watch a lot more hockey games. So I would spend.
You would travel to watch games,
Right, exactly.
Which you go to a game and like one experience is
would not.
if you're getting a nice ticket, I mean it's like food, travel time there to like Pittsburgh for us. I mean you're looking at $150 to $200 for like
200 easy, probably 200 easy.
Yeah, it depends on your tickets. Honestly, is the biggest factor.
You do 7 or 8 of those in a year's time.
There, you're same boat,
Exactly.
same boat. But then like
That's one experience.
I think 2,000 a year is low end. That's only 3 streaming platforms.
Well, and you have to calculate too what your phone bill is.
2,000 a year, and the average American makes a little over 30,000 a year.
What's an average?
That's very doable to live on 30,000 a year.
How much? Wait, okay, you said 30,000 a year is like average.
Wait,
I believe so. The average.
what?
But wait. Hold on. I'm just gonna do some math here because if you're making 30,000 a year, you fall in a 14% tax bracket, if I'm not mistaken. So right off the top of top of your bankroll, you're making 30,000 a year. Your payroll. Sorry, that's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. And then 14%, you're looking at 4,200 taking off of 30,000. So you just minus that, and that's
positive. It's 14%.
I am not. I'm saying I think that's a low end. I think it's probably closer to like 16 to 20. Honestly,
Average income in America for last taken was 2019 was a little over 31,000.
Okay.
America.
Okay, let's do
Get
this.
it together.
Let's do $3,100.
No, dude, that's working.
How do you live on 30,000 a
You
year?
can.
Well, it's more like
Easy.
like your comfort money. You know what I mean? Like I don't. That's a weird way to say it, but like money go towards investments or
But a lot of
all that
people.
stuff.
So 32,000 a year, but a lot of them have 2 working couples. Like the couples will both work.
But if they
So that boosts
each,
you to 65,
But if they
64.
But then
each
that
make
falls-
30,000, which is that's still only 60,000.
Okay.
That is very
But
doable. I don't know
also-
what kind of life you're living. 60,000 a year, that's very doable.
Also, if you're making 60,000 a year, then you're in a 24% tax bracket.
Rip.
So let's just do some math here.
You guys pay taxes.
I do.
Every
Don't
now and
ask me
then.
what bracket.
So that's almost 15,000 taken off due to taxes. Okay. So
Yeah.
60,000 minus 15,000. Okay. 45,000. You're left with 45,000 post-tax money. I mean, you figure in all your rents, if you have children, if you have whatever, all bills. It's not like
So-
that much money. It really isn't.
Say, let me. I'm gonna look up one more thing real quick.
Okay, you do that. While he does that,
And you
Okay,
just looked it up
go on.
on Google. I'm still back on the 30,000. Is that actually the case?
there has also been a lot of change in certain things, like since 2019. That was 4 years ago.
Dave
It's crazy
Ramsey
to think about.
needs to enter the chat.
Hey, Dave Ramsey's got advice for everybody.
Yeah.
Not saying we agree with him. But.
Yeah, I'm not either, but I'm just saying.
Okay, Jordan.
So,
Cool. I'm going to finish my beef with YouTube and say, get out of here with your stupid 2 15-second ads. I'm sick of it. And NBA, specifically to you, stop putting every advertisement slot in every single video. Literally, you watch a highlight video of the NBA on YouTube, you won't go 2 minutes without getting 2 15-second ads. And you're like, wow,
It's very sad.
so sad.
Sometimes they give you the false hope too. They're like, skip ad in 5 seconds, but what you're not paying attention to is the ad finishes
the ad
in
is
5 seconds.
The ad is that long, yeah. Like skip ad
wow.
Yeah.
And I
ridiculous.
mean, so part of my job involves marketing, and I guess I just myself, maybe it's because of my position, but I don't think I ever buy things that are on commercials.
I rarely do either.
Like,
You did see those snack wraps advertised though, and you're like, hey now.
you were talking about that.
Yeah, I was.
That being said, it just seems odd to me. Yeah, I don't know. Commercials, I feel like they're just everywhere. It's literally pollution.
The commercials are kind of pollution, yeah.
What happened back in the old days when you could watch TV? Well, TV though has always kind of been that way, where it's there's commercials between
All right, you
everything.
want to switch subject again?
No, not really. I'm sick of talking about commercials.
Go on.
The average cost living for a single person in the U.S. is $3,100 a month. So that's 38,000, a little over 38,000 a year.
Which brings me to my previous question:
Brings you
how
to-
are people living off of 30,000 a year?
32. Get it right.
32,000. So is the national debt the American people or the government?
Common monthly expense: $1,700 for housing, $300 for utilities, transportation, $800, food, I guess gas.
Yeah,
and-
car bills.
People always
Food,
have rotten
$600.
car payments.
Food away from home, $198. Healthcare, $431. Health insurance, $306. Entertainment, $243 a month. That's average.
We were under
way
the
off.
average.
We were way
Interesting.
off.
Well, you guys weren't exactly factoring in.
Well,
like,
this is gas. Gas is $131. Clothing.
I don't pay that a month.
Housekeeping supplies, $170.
I do easily.
I definitely don't.
Wait. How much do you spend a month on gas?
Definitely not over $100. That's for sure.
Wow.
100%
Good
not.
for you.
I have a very nice car.
I have a
for
very efficient
fuel-wise.
car, but I still have to spend tons of money in fuel. Thanks, Biden.
So,
I'm
but
not
like,
saying
all
fuel's
that-
cheap. My car's just good.
All that is average. So, like, average living for one person is 38,000 a year. That's average. Have you guys ever went through school and averages? There has to be a lot higher and a lot lower. So it is very possible to live 32,000 a year.
Oh, I'm
Very,
not
very possible.
I'm not taking away from the possibilities of it. I'm just saying, like, there's not a lot of breathing room in the sense of like
no.
doing stuff outside
like,
of the extracurricular. But
Everyone's way of life is different.
Oh,
Like-
absolutely.
Like it's just overhead and with your business. It's it's a different.
I said I work a 9 to 5. Yeah, that's hours I need to be at work. There's like I don't remember the last time I actually worked 8 hours in a day. I always work at least 9 hours every day almost.
I feel like there's jokes here somewhere.
But calm down, right? Hey, you'll find them as I keep talking. But some people are so content with like working a 9 to 5 or even like 7 hours a day if that's possible with their job and make what they make and go home and live accordingly. You know what I mean? Like that's so many people out there. And if people are content doing that, so be it. I have nothing against that at all.
Something that I have caught on though, that one thing that did I interrupt you, Chris?
No, you're good.
That I've caught on being from like a Mennonite background, and I know people get really, really edgy Mennonite. Mennonites are big on taking what they have, growing on it, expanding it, and passing it on to the next generation.
Children enter the chat.
It's a
No, I'm serious. I'm very serious.
it's a generational
It's
thing.
generational thing. Like
Yeah,
more
absolutely.
so than other cultures. Like I'm not saying that's just solely in them, but like they're very driven that way.
Correct.
I have working in public places and working with the public a lot, like being there, like that is not very common in a lot of people in the world. Like a lot of people in the world are just they want to live, they want to make money, they don't have purpose. Like the thought of building something, starting a business, building a, for lack of a better term, I hate this word, but an empire to pass on to their family.
Let's go.
And make their life easier.
yeah.
Doesn't really click with a lot of people. Does that make sense? In that case,
Is that why
as long as they can pay their bills, have a little money to do a hobby
extra
that they
bread.
like, then that's all they care about.
And I'm not
they're
gonna s-
happy. They're happy.
I'm not gonna say that's why for me, but but maybe that's some of my mentality. Like, I don't understand why people are stuck in such a mediocre lifestyle. Like, get out of it and move on. Like,
Hold up.
Whoa. Hold up.
Speaking
So
from
what you're
speaking from the
assuming-
voice of popular opinion.
What you're assuming is for people to be happy is to live in your lifestyle. So
No.
you're assuming people that, in your opinion, are living a mediocre lifestyle aren't happy.
No, I'm not saying
And
that
are
at-
fulfilling.
Not saying that at all.
That's what you implied.
That
though,
is
by
what
that
you
statement.
implied, by the way.
By that statement.
what might have been what I implied, not what I was trying to get across.
Okay, what were you trying to get across?
He's trying to get across that people have to be rich to be happy.
No. Not
Okay.
At all.
No, they don't have to.
Explain your
believe,
point.
I believe him. He doesn't believe that.
No, some of the
Yeah.
happiest people I've ever met don't have a lot, and I think that's
Yeah.
cool. I really do. What I'm saying is there is a class of people out there who want to be good and want to be very wealthy, but they're just stuck in this rut and they don't. I guess what I was trying to get across was that people in America unfortunately don't want to work. Right now there is never ever been a better time to become a millionaire. Right now, literally, there is so many things you can do right now to get to that point. all you have to do is work. Put your head down and work. And guess what? Like right now, every single business in the country has a hiring sign up right now asking for help.
Yeah. I passed several of them on the way here.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And we live on the Yellowstone. There's no one for 300 miles.
Therefore, the help wanted signs.
Yeah. I was
That's the point I was trying to get across.
No, I get that, but like at the same time, like everybody's like value on life and like their happiness is different.
Oh,
But you can
absolutely.
have both. I found you can have both. I used to work in another job where I didn't have a ton of free time, and I stuck it out for a while and found a better opportunity, and now I found you can have both.
You can.
You really can.
But ultimately, you can't take away from people who are absolutely happy making $35,000 a year, calling it at that and living their lives and being content. Like, people can live in so much joy when they, it's all about perspective. And thankfully, not everyone shares your perspective, because if they did, then
But not
there'd be a lot more people like you, and that would stress me out.
And like I'm gonna say this too, like I understand what you're saying, Jordan, and I agree. Like I feel like there's not like millionaires, like it's hard to be a millionaire. It's never been easy. I agree with you 100%, but it's still a very hard task. Like, and it depends what you classify being a millionaire. Is it equity? Is it when you have six figures in your bank account? Like, there's different ways of being a millionaire, right? Like, there is different ways.
Sure.
Like, so say you have a multi-million-dollar property. Like, if you sold your property, like, would that classify you as being a millionaire?
I'm just going to say,
Like, I'm asking a question.
to quick say, though,
What classifies you as being a millionaire?
if we're classifying it as your equity and as your net worth, as they
your
call
car
it.
is not worth that much, bud.
No. do not oversight where I'm going with this. If we're classifying it as equity in your net worth, your gross net worth, it's very easy to become a millionaire.
Exactly.
It's not
Yeah.
hard to become a millionaire at all. Like,
When I think
the
millionaire-
average 25-year-old could easily be a millionaire. You know what I mean? If you're talking about those type of details, if you work hard at a young age, and I don't even take back what I said. I think that's truth. If we're talking about seven figures in your bank account.
Yeah.
My bad.
Thank you.
7 figures in your bank account, hard task. Much harder. Much harder task.
Also, money in the bank don't make you money.
No,
Like,
it really doesn't.
No, it does not.
If you're ultimately going to ever get to that point, you're probably going to have a lot more money out of the bank account
Yeah.
most of your life.
So it like everybody's look on the millionaire. I honestly don't know what I would consider being a millionaire. Like
I don't either, honestly.
I think, like, for myself personally, for quite a while, I thought being a millionaire is when you would have 7 figures in your account. But I don't look at it so much that way anymore. It's more about the income that you have, the assets that you have, and the cash flow that your assets are making.
yeah,
That is the bigger thing to me. I mean, if you have $250,000 in numerous different real estate properties, $250,000 here and there, and like if you have a business project or something that is making you several $100,000 a year, and that is just another thing that helps you get to several $1,000,000 in revenue over however many years span.
Yeah.
So all of that said, that's I guess kind of how I current day, and I might look at it differently some other day, but that's current day. That's how I look at just that in general. Whether you're a millionaire or not, and it basically, I guess it could just be summarized up as to assets and cash flow.
yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
When your money works for itself and you don't really have to do much, that's where it's at.
My money runs for itself, runs away.
Does it wiggle?
No,
Mine folds. I think to summarize that up, Randall and I both agree, and I think Jordan does too. If you're content with where you're at financially, making whatever you are a year,
Yeah.
hey, we're not disagreeing with that. We're not going to tell you to do otherwise. I think the bigger point Jordan was trying to make, and I agree with that, the average American is so lazy, lazy anymore. And I have a problem with that. I have a problem when people don't want to put their head down and grind, or just like,
Also-
they're like, I'm struggling to find work. And it's like, yeah, maybe it's not ideal.
Yeah.
But there's countless opportunities out there, whether you start a business at home
yeah.
or you go somewhere and just make, whatever
But I want to interject this too. I think also I so often take, and maybe a lot of people do, I take for granted a lot of times like the opportunity we started out at.
Oh,
we
true,
started out
true.
at something like for our, like my dad and my grandpa's, like where they started at and got me to a place where I could like be look at 30,000 a year and say, "Oh my goodness, how do you live at that?" Whatever. But
Sure.
but somebody that doesn't start out like with a dad that set them up to succeed and like said, "Look, here, help me run this business, or help me work the farm, or help me like already like you could take you still have to work, you still have to take interest. I'm not saying you are spoon fed. That's not what I'm saying. But like you're starting at a different platform than like
True.
probably 70% of the world. Like I think that's, or even 80%. Like you're starting at so like there's people out there that are starting from a completely different like they're having to work $12 an hour jobs, and it is just straight when you don't have equity or a dad or a father or a mentor or a grandparent that'll help you even co-sign a loan or something like that. When you don't have that, you know how hard it is to even start any business.
Yeah.
Like it is so hard to start from that point. So like I catch myself being ungrateful at times and thinking I can do so much more, whatever. But like, yeah, but where I started and like where we get to go from and what we have, I think we take for granted very quickly.
Yeah. I think
that kind of taints our vision where we look at people like, well, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to do this. But it is. But I agree with you. You have to have the want, you have to have the drive, and you see the people do it all the time. And it's not impossible. It's very possible. And I think it's, like Jordan said, it's easier now to do than ever if you want to, because there's so many opportunities out there. But yet, it's a lot harder for some people than others.
Sure.
It's a lot harder for some people than is for me.
To me, that argument even holds up even more if you're talking about out of country versus America.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because I'm like, in America, I'm not saying it's not tough, because no matter what you do, starting a business is, it's going to be hard. But like the opportunity that we have even versus other countries, we still have our freedoms. You know what I mean? Like
For now.
we still
What's
we're
the
still got
date?
them. Let's see, it's like April sometime. Still free.
Talk to us in a month.
So from that standpoint, I'm like, you compare ourselves to many other countries in the world, and we're like, wow,
Yeah.
we are so blessed. But then, to your point there, I do agree with what you said. Oh, I like stopped and looked at you because I thought you had a point to make.
No, I was just taking it in.
Okay. Just soaking it all up.
I don't know why we started talking about finances, but
I like it.
I don't either. I like talking about finances, though.
I do too.
I actually kind of do too.
I want to say it's my bread and butter. That's not true, but I just enjoy talking about it.
So talking about income, finances, whatever, how do you guys feel about sports gambling?
Well,
Is it a taboo?
as I look to my left,
Is it a taboo
as I look
subject?
to my left, which is Chris,
Gambling or betting?
Christopher,
Betting, sports betting.
Okay.
It is very legal. I know
in Ohio,
Especially for everyone of all ages.
Yeah, I know it's something, especially from like where I was raised. It probably, if it has gambling or betting in the title, it's very frowned upon. I guess
So naturally,
Like,
you had to do it.
I personally have never.
Really?
So to the nearest
not to
million,
say.
how much have you lost?
I have never sports gambled, but I have.
That actually
I gamble,
surprises me.
but I bet every spring. I'm a farmer. I gamble my whole life.
That is true.
My whole life has been a gamble.
That is actually kind of a very valid
So,
point.
like, yeah, it actually is. It's the same thing as sport. And
We were
so-
talking about this in Florida, actually, and you brought that up. And I
Yeah.
never thought about that before until you said it.
Exactly. And
If you think about life in general, is a gamble. We do gambling every single day.
No, that's
I
different.
don't agree with that at all.
That's a gamble is
Boys.
not.
But,
like, if anybody-
gamble is not the term. To
Boys,
word
just
it.
think about it.
if anybody was like, that stands up and like says that, no, sports gambling, sports betting, blah, 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 blah. I don't do it just because like I've never started. So I'm not necessarily 100% clear on starting. I don't know why. I can't really explain it. I have nothing wrong with people that do. I know people that do. But like also
Both look at Chris.
I like
Why? Why?
I also know people that are dead set against it and have a lot of money in stocks and even do some day trading. So I look at them like, what's the difference?
I think
Calculated guessing.
to me, no.
Very
honestly, a lot of it is just calculations. Because to me, if someone actually is adamant against it and thinks like no one else should do it either, I would just want to see a very high standard held up amongst like so many outputs of investments. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, the majority of investments, unless you're getting into something with very little return, has major risk. A lot of it does, or at least some level of risk. So at that point, I'm like, little slow to just believe what people say about that. If and when the fact, you are doing stocks, not against, if you know what you're doing and you are not losing money on it. Well,
Good at it.
I will say I have lost money on stocks. You know what I mean? Stocks. I actually was doing well, and then the current administration was like, "Oh, he's making money."
Hold my beer.
Then stocks. And,
Yeah.
So you had money in the bank in California?
Yeah. How did you know? Yeah, I had some
because it
investors.
was very dirty.
Had some investors tied up down there, and then boom, gone like a light.
So how is your sports gambling doing?
My sports betting. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. It's honestly, for me, it's more of a thing that's like, it makes sports interesting that I don't care about.
Right.
And that's fun to me. So
That's fair.
So they had a during the Super Bowl, they had a exact score odds, and so I went down through every single score for quite a while, and just put 10 cents on each one because it would win me like $50. I'm like, wow, if I can place 30 bets and potentially only be out
$3, by the way.
$3, you know, that's pretty cool. So I did that and still lost it.
Still lost $3.
Dude, the other night we were watching
like
sports.
That's 90% of people.
We're watching the Penguins play a hockey game, and it's 3-2, and the over/under is obviously 5.5. So if they score 6 goals,
Yeah.
it goes over. Jordan hit the under, and the Penguins are up 3-2, and they scored an empty net goal. And he's
Are
like,
you
and
serious?
he's like, yes, and then he's like, but darn it, I lost $2. And I was like, that's so funny. I was like, that's really cute.
I've gotten
But-
really petty with sports betting recently. Like I was watching, I think it was the Padres or something in baseball the other night, and they were winning by like 6 scores or 6 runs.
Yeah.
What do you call in baseball? I hate baseball.
runs.
Runs. So they were winning by 6 runs. So obviously they were going to win. So the odds on them losing was really, really slim. And so you put like $10 and you're making like cents, like 10 cents. So that's what I started doing
Make them pennies back, baby.
towards the end of every game.
Penny stocks.
I'll put in like $10 and win like 14 cents.
That's Jordan's version of day trading.
Absolutely petty.
It's the same as day trading,
Yeah.
It
in
is.
my opinion.
It really is.
I think to me, to sum that up and my actual opinion on it, I personally, I move a little bit more money in and out of it than people would probably think. So ultimately, I also have someone who I stay accountable to about pretty much everything that happens regarding it. So there's nothing. Honestly, it used to be secretive, but it was just because I didn't feel like telling anyone. I just like, who cares? But anymore, because of the level it's gotten to, not saying it's huge, just because it's like, okay, it's working with a little bit more.
It's something you actively
I'm like,
do.
Yeah, and so it's like, in that sense, I now stay accountable to someone
Which
pretty
I
much
think-
about everything. Like about money that's ever gone into it, which is very little, versus money that's pulled out, which is a little bit more, and money that's, just kind of how like the account is going up and down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that sort of thing. And I'm like,
That's very, very responsible of you to do.
Can we get a maybe just a quick number?
no, absolutely not.
Yes, I think we
Absolutely
should.
not.
I think we should.
I don't think you should.
I think you should.
I don't think you should.
Absolutely not. Hey, everyone, slide into Jordan's DMs, ask him what his net worth is, and see if he responds.
He will actually gladly respond.
It'll probably just be more than you.
No, I just wanted to know, maybe what a potential earnings was. Maybe say in a weekend.
More than $5.
Oh boy.
You're not getting a number out of me. There's no reasons for numbers because I do not condone people who are like, oh, you're good at it, and then be like, wow, I should
get
do
into
this
that
too.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I would do this the same way I don't do stocks because I don't know anything about stocks. And
Yeah.
I've lost money on stocks because of my stupidity, thinking I could make a lot, but I knew nothing about it. So it's like, okay, that was really dumb.
Yeah.
I know a lot about sports.
Yeah,
Like a lot about sports. Everything I do is very educated. I have lost, I have won. It's part of life. You know what I mean? But to me, it's an investment. I'm covered with what I've put in, and anything from here, I'm just having. Honestly, it's just fun, and
Great. I love that.
it's fun to just spend an evening and like have a little more incentive to cheer on a team, even sometimes.
Last question.
Yes.
Have you ever done it at work?
Oh yeah. When the World Cup was on, are you kidding me? Bro, that's like the first time we get like midday sports that I care
He's
about
just
in
sitting
so
in the
long.
lobby watching.
Yeah.
Dude, there was
Qatar.
time at work when we had the lobby TV on, and almost everyone was out of their offices watching the World Cup, and it was awesome.
Dude, the World Cup kind of slapped.
And I was paying them to do
Yeah.
it. Can you believe it?
You were okay. Stop acting like you're the boss here. Unbelievable. This guy comes in my office every day acting like he's something hot.
And you slap his booty.
Yeah.
The level. Yeah, we are not going through that again. I believe it was one of the last episodes we talked about that briefly. We had another incident.
Oh, we're not talking about
it. Happened.
Oh, this happens on a weekly.
It happened just today.
Sorry, daily.
It's every day.
Hourly, honestly.
There was a brief smackage of the
Tush?
that, and
There, Jordan.
once again, I was now. I was
don't make me start right now.
I was so fed up with it. He has a little tray, or not decent sized tray of paper clips. So naturally, it was raining paper clips.
Dumped them?
I did. Right.
He
over
just
his
scooped
head.
a bunch up and
so
just,
petty.
Oh, he's actually so
Have
petty.
you ever made paperclip chains?
No.
Because I'm not 3.
I have tried to do like those paperclip things MacGyver does. Like
We
in the
did.
new
Why
MacGyver,
would you
he makes
do
like
that?
those little things.
So, story time with Randall. I feel like this is
Failed miserably, by the way.
Why would you make a paperclip chain?
so. Where I used to work for many years, on the front counter, they had in the drawer they had a huge thing of paper clips.
Okay.
So like I would get it, and the one time me and dude, it was a little slow, so we're just chilling there.
Dude and
I would slap you so hard.
I'm waiting till you actually like fulfill that.
One of these days,
Man.
I will Will Smith you in the face.
Okay.
one of these days,
I'm just gonna
26
throw these
years
headphones at you. Anyway,
of incorrect grammar will.
and we
Or
we just
English.
put them all together,
Okay.
and it was like everybody knew we did it, and it was very whatever. But one of the girls one time, I was like a customer, and we're like waiting there, and
Okay.
we see her or whatever, and he like had a whole bunch of receipts, and he's like, "Do you have like a stapler, like a paperclip or something?" And so she's like, "Yeah, a paperclip." Opens the drawer, grabs one, and there's like 100 of them all together in a chain.
No way.
She just pulls.
Did
Just pulls it. It's like a whole chain, just like
Oh,
goes
man.
everywhere. And then she's like, and he's like, "I'm fine," and just walks. He's like, "It's okay." She was very mad at us. But it
So-
was hilarious.
Like
Oh,
so the papers were unclipped.
Yeah, he just walked out holding his papers.
Unbelievable.
The shenanigans that went on within your old workplace.
Oh, we made up sports, like actual sports.
Did
It
you do
was-
that like bag tossing contest? Like, you know, you could throw them up to like, because
We
you
had
worked in a warehouse parcel.
We had warehouse
Partially.
baseball.
Oh, that sounds like a vibe.
So you were
baseball.
literally modern day office.
Oh, no,
the office over there.
No, it actually got to a point where we were really close to starting a YouTube channel.
Really?
And it had to do with don't tell. Like we came up with something that's like, "Don't tell the boss." Was going to be the name of the YouTube channel?
I was just
YouTube
going to
channel.
ask if you had a name. That's,
Yeah.
Okay.
It was going to be like, "Don't tell the boss."
And I'm 100% certain.
I was like
your-
the boss's name.
And I'm
Like, don't
100
tell somebody.
I'm 100% certain your boss had access to YouTube. So how was that going to play out?
Well, we would do it for a while. But do we do things? The
What?
crap we
What
did.
how did that answer his question? we did it for a while.
We would do it. We would do it for a while till we get caught. Like we would do like
Okay.
One episode.
the stuff we did. Like best time of my life. Like I had the best coworkers.
Do you recall any like what was the
Work
craziest
getting done?
thing you did?
The craziest-
Well, that too.
craziest thing we did.
If you can recall one moment where you got work done, I want to
mean-
know about it.
The ocean.
Oh, we
I'm joking, I'm
we would
joking.
work.
You
Like
guys
we'd work
worked.
our butt
You
off.
guys worked.
But like it was always a thing. Like so, working in a warehouse.
when?
Like you unloaded, loaded trucks. So if all the shelves were stocked, no trucks were being unloaded, no trucks were being loaded. Unless like at the beginning of the day we'd have a list of stuff to do. If there was nothing to do besides loading, well, like customer service, loading customers, talking to customers,
Okay.
there was nothing to do.
Scrub the floors.
Oh, we would sweep the floors.
Market things.
We did stuff. Okay, I'm not saying it was the most scrupulous. Like we were the best employees. But we got stuff done.
When it needed to be done.
Yeah.
You met deadlines.
Yeah, I mean, we did stuff. Oh, we did some crazy stuff.
I'm still waiting to hear some of these.
I don't know. I can't think of
You need to come up with a list on the podcast and just of stories from your old workplace, and
best
we just need to talk about them.
I know there was something always you guys sold like it would. So if you don't know, they had like a hardware store,
No, it was
feed
like a-
store,
it was like a
I
farm and
guess
garden
not,
store, yeah.
farm and garden, not a hardware. And they had this really cool section that they sold good shoes, like high quality work shoes.
That's where I still have my
there
pair
was
of boots.
something there was something with shoes though. I can't remember. Would someone like flip them all around or
Yeah, so all of them
upside down? I just remember one time I walked in. I'm like, what the heck is wrong?
So
with this
all
shoes?
of them, we had them all. It was always the right shoe on display. Like me and another guy were in charge of the shoes. Like that was our section, and all the shoes would always be pointed the right way, and the right shoe always pointed. If you're looking at the wall of shoes, which there was probably 50 or 60 shoes up there, always pointed to the right.
Right.
And we had this one worker. He would like get annoyed, or was it she? Forget. They can decide.
A shim.
They would like get annoyed at us, and like on his way out the door or something, or like we would be picking on him, he would just walk over to the wall and turn it, turn one of them to the left, or he'd like be closing that night, and he would turn them all the opposite way.
So power move much.
Yeah, so when we get into work the next day, we had to turn them all around. There was just little stuff like that. That was pretty much.
Well, there's so many things at your fingertips, man. Oh, we just got a story rekindled.
I did take the so like underneath an office chair.
I love these hand motions, by the way.
So underneath an office chair, normal office chairs have like 4 bolts going up into the bottom of the chair.
Okay. Have put them together, by the way. I can't confirm.
Yeah. So if you just loosen the front two, they will give way.
Oh, dude, no, come on.
Could potentially kill someone.
Loosened it and because I thought it was a certain person was going to sit down on it.
Oh.
Was not. It was actually my boss that sat down on it, and he broke the desk.
No way.
Leaning back. Well, he broke so the desk. There was like one of those slides where the keyboard slides out.
Yes.
It broke that.
Oh, so like that was his brace going down, and that did not catch
No,
him.
his feet came up and he kicked it.
He kicked. Oh yeah, because he's
he
falling
fell
backwards.
backwards.
Yeah, duh. Oh man, dude, you can't predict who's going to sit
my
on the chair.
goodness.
Like that's an open-ended joke. I feel like.
Another good one we did one time. This was not my idea, but I was conned into doing it. So we had
Let's back up here at Dern's.
in the showroom.
In the center of every bad idea that came from work, somewhere, somehow, you had a little piece of that circle
For sure.
as the involvement. It's like a pie chart. There might be a 2% little sliver in there of someone, and that was you. You were always involved in every bad idea.
I can neither confirm nor deny that statement.
Well, I just did, so you don't have to.
But we had these speakers in the showroom
Looks
that we could play stuff on, and like it would just play music, background music, little
okay,
music.
sure, a little uptown funk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
And the one girl that was in charge of it, she would always turn it on in the morning. So I just would, when I left the next night, I would just turn the volume the whole way up.
No, that's the worst.
And the problem is, I got in trouble because they did it. There was a customer in the store. It scared the living bejeebers.
That would terrify me too,
Yeah.
man. Sheesh. I know at our workplace that would actually be pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
That would actually be really easy to do.
You'd have to put the...
Dude, the list of stuff from having a customer almost dying in the store to being attacked by a dog, being involved in couples fighting. It was just a great time.
And the hunting that went on within the warehouse.
That
was impressive.
We had an actual trap line.
Yes.
An actual trap line. Yeah,
Wow.
the first winter, we had a bit of a rodent invasion. So
That's a very polite way of saying it.
we set up a trap line. So every morning multiple times a day for a while, we'd check traps. And it was only like 10 or 12 traps in the warehouse. But in the course of a few months, we caught like over 140 rodents.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, naturally, they're attracted to the feed.
Yeah.
But the
140.
thing was, you kept your place immaculate.
That's so
Except for
many.
that time. It was it was almost getting out of hand.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, it wasn't bad.
That is so many. Oh my goodness. Well, speaking of rodents, we have one final thing to get into before we wrap this podcast up. We have a name we are about ready to unveil for one of these rabbits here.
I should come up with a list of good stories, by the way.
Please do.
I
Please do.
should.
Actually, I do want that.
All right.
So next episode, maybe?
Give a quick backstory
maybe.
on the rabbits.
Yes, I was going to before Randall said it.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. We have two golden bunnies. One is named Thumper, and the other has been unnamed. These were given to us by Randall's sweet mother-in-law, bless her heart.
Yep.
And we are now.
Thank you, Randall's mother-in-law.
Yes, thank you, mother's Randall-in-law. Thank you, mother's Randall-in-law. Thank you so much for that gift. And we put a poll out a few weeks ago just asking for name suggestions. So we're going to go over them. It's not that we're going to unveil a name. It's just that we're going to go over what the fans sent into us. So, Randall, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Jordan, you ready?
Send it.
Okay, I'm going to go over them right now. And we can stop if we want to actually discuss one seriously.
Stop.
Not.
I just wanted to see if it worked.
Okay. It does. All right, let's get right into it here.
It's time to get into this.
All right, I'm going to say the names.
Chris, it's time to get into this.
I'm getting into it right
Chris,
now.
would you please start?
I'm starting.
Chris. Jordan, I don't know if you're ever going to start.
I'm going.
Go. We're waiting.
All right, name number 1.
Chris, would you please?
What's the problem here, boys?
What is taking so long?
What is the problem? We're waiting on you.
I'm going to say a name right now.
All right,
Broken
say it.
record.
The number 1 suggestion
Dude, waiting forever.
that I have on my list, we didn't rank them, Trenton. We literally had someone who
We're
said
not
name it
gonna
Trenton.
name it Trenton.
And I can say right now it's a swift no. So,
Hard no.
Wait a
terrible.
second. That's
Nope.
the number 1?
No, that was just the first one on my list. No, we did not rank
Hold
these,
on.
and
Did
no, that
Trenton
would
send
not
Trenton in?
Can't confirm he did not.
Okay.
So he's not conceded, but that would be something.
That
he
would
do.
be that would be something he would do. Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. Barney.
Barney.
Yeah, we'll come back to
Thumper
that
and
one.
Barney. Nah.
Benji.
Thumper and Benji.
First of all, someone here went to great lengths and gave us both 2 names because they didn't know the one was named Thumper. So they're not a listener. So we're definitely not going to take either name into account.
Big loss.
Jumanji and Violetta. Violetta. Sorry.
What?
I honestly don't know how to pronounce the
I
second
like
name.
Jumanji.
Jordan, how do you pronounce this? Voileta.
I have no idea.
Wait a second. Let me see it. Huh.
Do you think it was meant to be spelled Violetta? Because that's not how it's spelled. And that's an interesting name nonetheless.
Violin? Question mark.
Okay, actually, we'll go with violin. It's close enough to violin. So Jumanji and violin.
Yeah,
I
that's
actually
not
like
it.
Jumanji. That's pretty cool.
Jumanji, you know what? That could be a keeper.
Zoology, friends.
Zoology.
Okay.
If you've watched Jumanji, it's probably top 5 movie ever. It's hilarious.
It's pretty good.
Very, very funny movie.
So I'm going to skip over all the individual people that sent these in and not say them all. But the
Okay.
amount of times that people have said Humper, which was one of the first things Randall thought of.
Which would make sense. Humper and Thumper.
Yeah,
I mean, it kind of goes.
it does rhyme. Probably not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
So, yeah, we're just going to move over that. Also, think it's ironic that most people followed it up with laughing emojis after they
Oh, yeah. See,
send it in.
they're,
So
they're trying to get the
ridiculous
clout.
people. I don't understand
I don't get it.
I don't either, but whatever. Phil.
Don't understand it.
The next one is Phil.
Phil.
Very interesting.
I actually like that. Very, very low key.
So is it Thumper Phil or Phil Thumper?
I don't know.
That's TBD. Next one, Crindle. It's a mix between Randall and Christopher.
Crindle?
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen.
No, it's
Mixing
not gonna
any
happen.
one of our names together is
Keep
not,
it moving.
not amazing.
Yeah. Please keep it moving.
Next one, Benedict.
Benedict.
But Eggs Benedict is my favorite breakfast.
Benedict Cumberpatch.
Wonder how that pairs with a rabbit.
I wonder if you had rabbits and eggs Benedict.
Huh.
Like rabbits, like live rabbits
Like
or
the stew.
rabbit?
No, like,
Oh, okay.
like rabbit meat.
What about a rabbit eating Eggs Benedict?
That'd be a very wealthy rabbit.
Okay. Got to skip over all the Thumper and Humpers. Next one. Got multiple here for the one rabbit. Either Xavier, Frederick, or Bob.
Bob.
Interesting list there.
Bob. That's
Bob.
the best you come up with.
I feel like that's a go-to for people who
That is such a
just
go-to.
don't know, like, or
If anyone's,
uncultured
if
in the
anyone's
names.
nicknamed Bob, unless there's a great story behind it, that you just gave up.
Yeah.
Xavier sounds kind of diverse.
I like Xavier.
Xavier's different.
Xavier's cool. Frederick, a
Is
little
it
bit
egg
too.
Xavier?
No, just Xavier.
Xavier.
Frederick is a little bit too like 80s-ish. I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
feeling that vibe. And then Bob is just Bob. So,
Bob.
yeah. All right, next one. Next one, Reginald.
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 Reginald
I
and
actually
Thumper.
like Reginald. Reginald and Thumper.
Could come back to that one. We'll make a
Oh,
decision here
boy.
before this episode's over. Jess, if it's a girl. We never really gendered it.
Hey,
Let me check.
No, they're not because
Which
they haven't
one's
been
Thumper?
reproducing.
Thumper
They're not.
is the one on your right.
We can confirm because
Oh
there's
yeah,
not
they're two boys.
there's not bunny
they're two
rabbits
guys.
down here.
The two guys.
This is the one we're naming?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're two guys.
Just says made in China down there.
Okay.
Thanks for checking that out. Oh.
Getting to the last two we're going to say here for the day, and then we got to make a decision. Harry and Copernicus.
Copernicus?
Those were the best ones that came in.
Yeah, those were, unfortunately. There was a lot of unfortunate
Jeez.
ones that just missed the mark.
Dear.
I like Jumanji, honestly.
Dude, Jumanji is definitely up there. That's low-key elite. And Reginald is also kind of another thinker.
What if we would put two out here and let people vote on which one they like better?
What we could even do, and we can do more
three.
than that. Let's do
Xavier, Reginald, and Jumanji.
three. Xavier, Reginald, and Jumanji.
I like that.
I do too, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Jess.
And if Jess gets more than 50% of the votes, we have to deem Miss. It's made in China. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I could see.
Okay. We will put that out on the Instagram, though, and you guys
Yeah.
decide what name we will
We
ultimately
will
go
vote.
with.
And you guys, whichever one gets the most votes, that's the name.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone who sent in all the
That's how I
names,
should
though.
name my child.
But,
What?
okay, Randall. You looking for name suggestions?
No.
Okay. Good grief.
How about Reginald?
My kid will never be named Reginald.
What about Schwarzenegger?
No.
But, like, that's the first
Arnold?
name.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Schwarzenegger Arnold.
You're having a boy, right?
Schwarzenegger.
No, you're having a girl.
We're having a girl.
Jess, it is.
Jess.
Yes, it is. Hey, you never know.
All right. Well, thanks for sending in the names, everyone. And to all the people that sent in a name that didn't even get named, that was just a terrible name. So,
Yeah.
thanks
Do
for that.
better.
Yeah.
How can you get worse than Reginald?
Reginald slaps, dude. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
I tend to disagree
All
with
right.
you.
All right. I did actually say I don't like Frederick because it's 80s, and then I said Reginald
Yeah, true.
slaps. So that's kind of twisted. But all right, we're going to wrap it up there, everyone. Thanks for tuning into this week's episode, hearing us talk about finances and just life for a while. You
I feel
know,
like we just got sidetracked. Are we going to tell them what we're doing next week? on the
I think we
podcast?
are. It's an exciting time.
Are we?
Yeah.
Give them
Jordan,
something to look forward to.
tell them what we're going to do next week. He has no clue. Randall, tell us what we're going to do next week.
I want to see the
Oh.
producer and guess. Okay. Do you know what we're doing next week
Are
on
we
the
going
podcast?
to pull out that massive book that's under your mic
the
right now?
massive book that's underneath my mic. What is it?
Mad Libs.
Mad Libs are back,
Hey.
ladies and gentlemen.
Let's
We
go.
are going to whip out the Mad Libs and do some libbing. I don't know what to say.
Do some living.
Do some libbing.
Okay.
I actually had a guy message me just the other day. It makes me actually reminds me I forgot to text him. But sorry about it, bud. He said
You're just
we
replying
need,
to him now.
Yeah. If you're listening to this, we're
Published
recording.
Public address.
Yeah, I completely forgot. I'm so sorry, buddy. We're recording now, and we're doing Mad Libs. And he said, do all of us listeners a favor and bring back Mad Libs.
Okay.
So we're doing it for him.
We're doing it. Yeah. You didn't even say that before we even decided on it.
No.
But we're going to do it.
We're going to do it.
That's awesome.
Not because you said so, sir. Because we wanted to.
But thank you for your input.
Yeah.
I also did want to say, I saw Dude Perfect do something where they did a forfeit, and Corey ended up having to be the one. He had to give his phone number out live on
Bro.
one of their videos. And I was like, we should do that. Because clearly the phone would never stop lighting up. It would just be one big old light bulb. We're talking LED,
I don't-
6,000 lumens. Come on now.
I get some pretty interesting people in my DMs, and I don't know that my socials are really out there frequently on this show.
I think you're underneath the followers, though.
I think
Like we follow you.
if someone wants to,
Okay.
if someone really wants to reach out to you, they
Yeah.
can. They'll find a way.
Dude, people can stalk on the internet. Like, it's impressive.
It is impressive.
People are so skilled.
You should talk to my brother about that, Randall, by the way.
Why?
My other brother, not Jordan. He has a story for you.
Oh, really?
I don't know if he'd want to say
Was
it.
he
Sorry.
the stalker or the stocky?
Oh, the
Oh,
100%
boy.
the
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I won't throw him under the bus too far, but
Sounds like you just did.
we can have him on the show sometime and he
Hey,
can defend. We'll have him on the show sometime and he can defend his point, maybe.
Hey, he's has been on the podcast.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening to this week's episode. Tune in to episode 96
Where
and
we find out what Christopher learned today.
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot.
You almost forgot.
I learned that the average American makes less money than I thought they made.
No, that's what I was going to say.
That's what I said. You can learn that too. I didn't know that. That was like genuinely something I learned. So, actually, you know what I did learn? I learned that Randall next week will be bringing a list of stories from his old workplace that are going to slap. Possibly.
Maybe not next week because we're doing Mad Libs, but one of these times, let me know if
Before the season
ends.
ends, Randall will have a list of stories.
All right, that'll work.
That slap about his old
We'll call it
workplace.
Story Time with Randall.
Absolutely. Jordan, what'd you learn today?
I learned that the rabbit in front of me has a given name from its parents of Made in China.
There we go.
That's it.
What's the first and last name?
Made.
What's the middle name?
That's its maiden name.
There you go. There you have it.
I really hope people listen to the entire episode. Like, I really do. I hope people listen to these entire episodes. That is just, you can't miss out on gold like that. Come on.
Oh, come on. That was so good.
Unbelievable. Randall, what did you learn today?
Oh, my goodness. I learned, I don't know. I didn't learn anything.
You didn't learn a single
I'm
thing.
sorry. Wait,
That's
hold on.
fine.
Nope, got nothing.
Okay, got nothing. All right. That's no worries at all. Thanks for tuning in to episode 95. We'll be back here next week with episode 96 on the countdown to, or count up technically, to 100.
Let's go.
5 episodes away.
I'm excited.
Crazy. Yeah, I'm excited too. Thanks for sticking it out with us, ladies and gentlemen. And have an amazing week. Take care. And we love you so much.
Goodbye, friends.
See ya.